All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Me here again, talking real music in real time for some real people out there just like you and just like me. All right, before we get rolling on this video, the Frost duo. Love these two people. Love these two singers. The Frost duo consists of Christian Gratz and Leah Beth Evans, and just a phenomenal West Coast smooth album. This is when you're going to a nice restaurant, they have music playing, and this would be the music playing. And some people are just like, it's just lounge music, or it's yacht rock or whatever. Super well produced, independent. Christian Gratz has some albums out there of his own, and Leah Beth Evans, again, talented, beautiful, all that stuff, and just check it out here. The Frost duo, really nice job on this little EP here. My only complaint is it's an EP, and I was hoping for more songs. So that's my only complaint. If you were complaining last week because your eyes were burning after the Facebook display of drummer Tommy Lee from Motley Crue, by the way, Motley Crue is getting trashed on this stadium tour. I'm pretty sure they've wrapped up. Have they wrapped up? I don't know. It said something like last date on the tour, and they've been placing about 4th or 5th in overall gross receipts. Getting back to Tommy Lee, gross receipts from these concerts. 37,000 tickets per show is nothing to sneeze at, but I'm thinking it's Motley Crue, Joan Jett, and Poison doing a lot of that. But in any event, there was a free speech debate or a censorship debate last week, which I was completely unaware of after the Tommy Lee incident, which again scarred many people for the rest of their lives. Look, some women were, posting and saying happy stuff, and other people were finding their, barf bags, and it was a combination of things. One person said that the picture set the world back like 30 years. Like, we've evolved past this type of behavior, and the stuff that Tommy Lee does at the concerts where he's asking women to, show certain parts of their body, which again, not at all out of character for Tommy Lee. None of this is, by the way, none of this is surprising. If anybody thinks, oh my gosh, I was shocked, because one of the headlines said Tommy Lee shocks his fans on Facebook. Apparently, his picture is still available over on Twitter. So if you're somebody who wants to explore that, I'm good, but if you want to go over there and check it out, that's up to you, unless they've pulled it down. Now, here's the thing. Facebook took about 3 hours or so to take this down, and people were complaining. Now, this is how crazy backward this world is right now. Try to follow me, okay? Because this is going to be difficult. So Facebook took the picture down after 3 hours, which the fact that they left it up there for that long is incredible and stupid and ridiculous. But here's the kicker. Some people who are also inclined to do things like this, who aren't, say, a traditional biological member of society. I'm trying to be really diplomatic here. Those people are offended because Tommy Lee, being a declared man, right? He's declared his manhood, he's showing his manhood, so forth. They're outraged, they're literally outraged by the fact that he got special, again, try to follow me here, he got special treatment. They left this up for 3 hours, and there are other people, and this is an article, you can go Google this, Tommy Lee censorship debate, right? Your mind you'll read it and you'll think to yourself, okay, so what they're going to do here is they're going to talk about how people were denied important information over the last couple of years that could have been life-saving, could have been life-changing. It could have quelled some of the fear that was prevalent out there, that was running rampant, and by the way, still is in some places, just ridiculous after this long. But no, they weren't comparing what they allowed. Like if you could put something up that would stay there for 3 hours, right? And that would help people, that would be a great thing to try to do before Facebook would remove it. And nobody fact checked his photo. I guess, what do you do? It's a photo, right? How do you fact check it? This is actually not real. What he's showing here is something that he made in a laboratory, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just getting way off track here and getting a little bit weird. But the whole thing about the censorship was focused on the fact that there's a double standard for people who are a traditional person, meaning they've declared their biology and it was declared at birth, right? And they've kept that. They haven't strayed from that. So he's getting, get this, he's getting special treatment. Tommy Lee is getting special treatment because he was allowed to keep that up for 3 hours. And some people who want to be sick and twisted in other ways because they don't belong to a traditional biological declaration, they don't belong to a group like that, which the fact that I'm saying that is incredibly Orwellian. And I'm trying to wrap my brain around it as I'm telling you this, right? So I can again walk myself through this video because it is a little bit difficult. Because first of all, we're talking about Tommy Lee's thing here, right? We're not, I mean, if he were naked from the waist up or some other portion of his body that wasn't this, people probably wouldn't really care. But people are outraged that he was allowed to do that. And it showed how biased our society is towards somebody who's either declared themselves a traditional man or a traditional woman. All right, this is just craziness. So these people are saying, look, I want in on this as well. I want to be able to post my disturbing, disgusting pictures without, getting banned, or at least can I get those pictures up there for as long as Tommy Lee got his picture up there. Incredible, people, incredible. We are living in dark times, both politically and culturally. There's no question about it. I mean, look, I can have a sense of humor about this because, there are a lot of jokes you could, make about Tommy Lee and his appendage. But it's not necessarily about that. It's about how it's so much depravity, right? We're so depraved that other people are mad because they think their type of sickness and weirdness isn't as acceptable as this because, again, and who knows what I don't care about what Tommy Lee's into, but apparently he's married. Tommy Lee is married, if anybody can believe that. And apparently his wife is out there saying that the photo is okay, or she's not apologizing for it. She thinks people are making too big of a deal of it and so forth. And you're just like, okay, again, add another cup of strangeness to the over-boiling pot of crazy, right? And I don't know where else to go with this. All I can tell you, folks, is that we're living in a world where I think there's going to be, parallel worlds, right? There's going to be a society that decides, okay, we want normalcy, we want order, we want decency. And look, I'm not a prude. I mean, I'm just saying there are a lot of men that enjoy certain things and they won't admit it to you. So I'm not one of those guys, right? But we're still living in a crazy world where we can't just like it and enjoy it and not be kind of sick and twisted about it, if you know what I mean. So this really is, I think, a sign that there's going to have to be a split. I mean, there's already a split politically that is really starting to snowball, right? So there's going to be a split culturally where people go, okay, you guys over in the zoo, right? You just stay in the zoo and we'll stay on our side of the bars. You guys do what you got to do over there. You can talk amongst yourselves. You know, the media outlets that cater to you, they can put out crazy articles like the one that says there's discrimination, there's censorship for people who aren't the traditional, either declared biological thing that they were born with, right? This is, it's bizarro world. It's like gone so nuts that it's hard to follow. All right, so you people can be over there and we'll be over here building. It's kind of like Atlas Shrugged, if you ever read that book. It's, that book to me is mind-blowing because it's so far ahead of its time. As far as you guys, you do your thing. We'll be over here producing and making things and changing the world and not being narcissistic, right? Because narcissism is not something that makes you a productive citizen. It really just destroys your own, ability to be successful, but it also makes the society very much inwardly focused and nothing gets done. Nobody gets helped. People would rather stay home than go to work and all that stuff. And you have to be able to build things and produce things in society. And I know this is a little off the track here, but who are these people who are obsessed with being like gross and vile and disgusting and complaining about that their version of it is being discriminated against in this situation with Tommy Lee and his amazing picture, which I guess is still over on Twitter. All right, that's all I got here, folks. It's just a crazy world. We're living in a crazy world, and you just have to hold on and find the people you love, find the things that you love. Music, right? This is supposed to be about music. The Motley Crue thing, it's not about music. It just isn't. It's a show, and it's designed to make money. And people were looking to get out of the house and enjoy a concert, and I don't blame them for that. But yeah, it's a publicity stunt, and it worked. By the way, it worked, and people are still talking about it. I'm talking about it. So anyway, let's wrap up again with the Frost Duo, talking about them because they're really good. Independent music. Again, very smooth sounding, West Coast, AOR, jazzy stuff. Yeah. Do I like this kind of music? Of course I do. Of course I do. I go on binges, like I say. I get into one thing for a month and I pull out of it and get back over to something that, I was listening to like a year ago, and I'll stay in that mode for a while. And so that's why if you watch me, sometimes I get into these themes, like I was into country for a while, for a few weeks there, and I've kind of stepped away a little bit from the country stuff, and now I'm back into melodic stuff and AOR and stuff like the Frost Duo. So it's just me being fickle. That's why people love this channel, because I'm fickle, right? No, I don't even know why they love this channel, but thank you again for watching. Patreon for $1 a month if you can help out the channel. Also, subscribing helps a lot as we head towards 60K. Wow. Me, 60K. People are complaining about this. They're like, there's no way why? That guy? Are you subscribing to his channel? Yes. Well, you need to unsubscribe. No, subscribe, hit the button for notifications on new videos. And again, Patreon, if you can afford the $1 a month. All right. I am done. I will see you soon. Take care.